This is how I cook for my clients as a personal chef in Beverly Hills. It's Tuesday, which means that tomorrow we will be receiving a new shipment of vegetables from the farmer's market. And that also means that I usually have small amounts of random vegetables that must be used up. My clients are still recovering from that paella that they had eaten a few days ago, so we are going to keep it light again with some grilled salmon. Nothing crazy, kosher salt, onion powder, garlic powder, olive oil, and fresh lemon zest. It's pretty hot, so I want this fish to be as zingy as possible. Now to start prepping my veg, I trim up this broccoli de chico? Broccoli de chico? I think it's broccoli de chico. If you've never had it before, broccoli de chico is an Italian heirloom variety of broccoli and is probably my favorite member of the broccoli family. It's sweeter and the stems are very tender. Then I blanch in salted water and shock it. I have a small amount of skinny asparagus, so I trim the tips and cut the rest into little rings. Cube up this single lonely globe squash, remove the strings from a handful of sugar snap peas and slice in half. Marinate these cut tomatoes in extra virgin olive oil, salt, and red wine vinegar. And for our final veg, I've got a few of these baby heirloom carrots left, so I just give these guys an oblique cut, toss in olive oil, salt, and a bit of honey before roasting these guys separately in the oven. It's already almost time for lunch. I only get about an hour and a half every day to get their lunch ready. I've had a few commenters asking how my fish never sticks to the grill, and there are a few things I do to make sure I don't have to worry about that. First one is making sure the grates are clean. If there is any burnt pieces of carbonized protein, your fish will probably stick onto it. Second thing is that the grill should be ripping hot. The lower the temp, the higher the chance that the skin will cook onto the grates and get stuck. I'll usually preheat the grill to the max, and then right before I put the fish on, I'll lower it to the lowest heat to mitigate the chance of flare-ups. Third is that I always coat my fish in a thin layer of olive oil. If you do those three things, your fish should never stick to the grill. And while the salmon finishes cooking, it's time to cook our veg. When you saute a bunch of vegetables together, take into consideration what needs the most time in the heat. If you throw them in all at once, you'll be left with some overcooked veg and some that still needs a bit more time. So in a preheated pan over medium-high heat, I throw in a bit of avocado oil, the zucchini first because they are the largest of the raw vegetables, and the broccoli de chico. I wanted to get that broccoli in the pan early on because it had a lot of moisture from when I blanched them. Once the zucchinis and broccoli are 80% cooked and have some color, I throw in the asparagus and the sugar snap peas. These won't need that much time since they're small and we want these to have a bit of a bite, not mushy. And right at the end, I throw in sliced garlic, give it a quick fry in the oil, and hit it with plenty of fresh lemon juice to stop the cooking and brighten it up. I like to throw sauteed vegetables onto a paper towel to absorb any excess oil and liquids. Don't forget to season your veg with salt as you go. Now to plate, I just pile the sauteed vegetables nicely on one side, plate the grilled salmon and throw those marinated tomatoes on top so that the juices and vinegar from the tomatoes seep down into the veg and the fish. I almost forgot the roasted honey carrots, so I add that as well. Finished with some pickled shallots, chives, and that's how I use my leftover veg. How do you use up all your leftover veg?